Aquarius. Welcome to your May reading. Sorry, I'm still in my workout clothes. My nails are horrible, still glue on them, so don't worry about it. So guys, let's get into this download because I have to go pick up my son. If you're not interested in the download, you can go in the description box and jump straight to your reading, okay? So Aquarius, you've been going through a lot of changes with Pluto. Now Pluto's finally in your sign. I say finally because it's been going back and forth between Capricorn and your sign. So now Pluto's in your first house, especially this is true for the rising Aquariuses like myself in Vedic. Pluto, the planet of transformation, forced transformation, if I might add. Scorpionic energy, healing. This is bound to bring out a new version of yourself. So this is deep, deep, deep spiritual cleaning. Deep, deep shadow work, right? So let's just go say you're not the same person you were 3 years ago. That's for sure. And some people are not going to like it. Some people are not going to be comfortable with it. So, but the important thing is that how do you feel? I feel like you finally feel lighter. You finally feel like you have purpose. That's a big word. You finally have direction, let's say. You finally know what's not working. Okay? What's not working. This is clear right now, okay? Maybe before you were like in between. Now just you've really decided on making this a decision, okay? Maybe you've been pondering on it, but you weren't sure. I feel like you're very sure, okay? Especially with Pisces energy, your second house, North Node. This is very true about career. I feel like this is more about your place. Yeah, your purpose. So Pisces, your second house, you have North Node and Saturn. Venus was there. It's still there. It's going to go on the 30th back in Aries. And then Mercury was there. So this was like a big pile up there. It was pretty much a stellium in your second house of career, finance, value, assets. So some of you, big career changes, big career moves, all right, big demands, just clarity in your career direction, all right. Then you have Aries in your third house of communication. You have Chiron there, Neptune, Mercury, and Venus is joining on the 30th, which is in 3 days? Not even. Tomorrow, actually. Today's the 28th? I don't know. On the 30th. And Mercury, Venus, Chiron, Neptune. Speaking up for yourself, speaking up, asking for that raise, asking for more responsibility, speaking up about what you're not good with or what's not fair. You're just standing up for yourself, I feel like you've been lost for a while and now you're in your sovereignty. There's like your authenticity and you're not afraid to speak up about what you want, okay? What is fair, because I feel like you have a plan now. Before you didn't have a plan, now you have a plan, and it starts with the certainty and the inner knowing, and that comes from authenticity and truth, right? So you're not afraid to speak up about where you want to go, what you want to do, the vision you have for yourself, maybe even with your partner, and the big plans, not jumping the gun, but you're looking in a broader way. You're like an eagle right now. You have an eagle energy, which is very wise, which is very focused and very clear vision, right? Then you have Jupiter in your fifth, bringing so much good energy, so much solar energy, the rebirth energy. It's clarity, it's wanting, it's desire, it's energy. A lot of really positive forward movement energy. That's why you have this decisiveness and this drive, right? Jupiter in Gemini, your fifth house. The ideas, your ideas are clear. You know what the vision is. That's giving that ego right there. Jupiter in Gemini, right? Fifth house. That's the ego. I know what I want and I'm going to get it. and I'm going to adjust as I go to get from point A, where I was, to point B. I don't know the plan. I don't know I'm going to get there. I know that I want this, that I deserve this. This is what I want. This is sure. Now I'll just move accordingly. As long as I follow my heart, follow my faith, follow my truth, and I'm authentic to myself and truthful to myself, and I'm living life as I am, because you've healed now. As long as you have that, you know that you will get to the destination. Okay, and this is really good. Seventh house Leo, you have Mars. Pluto and Mars are squaring this new moon we had in Taurus. Leo Aquarius, the axis, Pluto Aquarius, Mars Leo, they were squaring the new moon in Taurus. These are fixed signs, so there's movement here, right? Like I said, there's something here about knowing. And this goes for all the signs, because I've been repeating this for all the signs. I haven't done all the signs, but yeah, so far. But it's a sense of knowing. This is what we've been working on with all that Piscean energy, and now all the energy back into Aries. It's a sense of knowing self, knowing thyself, right? Authenticity. And then you have Virgo South Node. I talked about the North Node and the South Node in the February or March reading. So if you're interested, you could go watch that. So you are a new person, okay? Going back and forth between your house, first house, and Capricorn. And remember, we had that Saturn, Aquarius conjunction too. That was a big one. That was right on 0 degrees of your sign. That was the big transformation. So there's some big life changes that have occurred in the past 3 years. That is undeniable. Tell me if I'm lying. For some, this is very much about work. Like I said, your career path. It's about sustainability, money, financial stability. Okay, you know what works and what doesn't work now, or what's going to get you to your objective, your focus, your vision, to the plan. All right. So you're embracing your authenticity, which is like really helping your self-expression, and you are your values now. Okay, so you're standing up for what you believe and aspiring to. So you're following your dreams, and no one is going to stand in the way. You're in your power. You're making the right decisions. Okay, the mature, effective, and long term, and not being in a rush. Like I said, moving accordingly. Okay, so that's perfect. Now the new moon in Taurus with Uranus, it brought some finality to those changes you envisioned. I feel. Now you're decided, like I was saying, this could be moving, selling, signing something. You're ready for the big leap change. The change of environment for some of you is very important and invigorating. And now all of a sudden, everything is at your fingertips. So nice work, nice move. Keep up this positivity and faith, because it works. New opportunities will present themselves just like that. A lot of serendipity surrounds you, Aquarius, at the moment. So you did it. You created by embracing your authenticity and your freedom, essentially. So there might be some people, there might be heated discussions with this Mars and Leo. It happened to me yesterday. I was like, whoa. A lot of heated discussions, don't take it personal. People are just used to and comfortable with you being who you were, change. They're triggered. They're triggered. But guess what? They have to adapt, not you. All right? That's it. So let's jump into the reading. I hope you guys are doing well. One card from here. One card from here. I'm going to take all the cards I need, and then we'll flip them. My nose is itching already. Hold on to your vision. Yeah, I told you. You have a vision. It's clear. There's a knowing here. I just got shivers. There's a knowing. Do I want to get a moon, Queen of the Moon, or no? How about this? Yeah. I want to even get an astrological card. You know, this is what I was saying. Hold your vision. Because the vision is very, very clear here. Then you have Meerkat, which is, I think, responsibility. Yeah, I'm telling you. It's a very wise, mature energy here you're in. Because it's a knowing. You know, when you know yourself, everything just becomes easier. Because you are responsible for yourself, essentially. You know? So your vision is clear and you've changed. Your vision is clear and people are going to have to adapt. Straight up. Let's get an astrological card here. You're really focused on your money right now. The stability. It's not even about just money. Long term. Long term. Very Saturnian energy. That's that second house. You know, your second house is Pisces and Saturn's there. You're not playing around. You got goals, honey. There's some type of ultimatum you gave yourself. And you're going to reach it if you keep it up. Because I like this. I like this energy. All right, let's flip the card. So Meerkat responsibility. Hold your vision. Fixed moon. You're a fixed sign. I feel like you've set the vision. Remember the trifecta, Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, the fixed signs. You fixed it. I'm seeing you almost like, I'm seeing you fix like some kind of picture. It's not physically, but it's like not hypothetically, but figuratively. It's almost like I'm seeing you fix a picture on the wall, and you're like this. Yeah, I'm gonna get there. You know, yeah, it's giving that Capricorn archetype. You know, the goat going up the mountain. That's what I'm seeing. Forgiveness. This is the healing. Harboring resentment. You know, it blocks the flow of love. It blocks everything. So you're forgiving. I feel like you forgave yourself for a lot of things. You're really hard on yourself. That's what I'm saying. When I was just saying now, I was going to say you're not your worst enemy. I don't know what I was talking about before, but it came through. This is why. You're not your worst enemy anymore. I feel like a lot of the times you were your worst enemy. Now you're your cheerleader. You're your number one fan. You rediscovered yourself. I feel like the work you've done is forgiving yourself for whatever. This is the work, the soul work you've done. And it was what was blocking you. And you realize that now. There's a sense of freedom. It's a rebirth, of course, but it's a self-rediscovery, you know? Yeah, joy, exactly. Joy. The sun, fifth house, your fifth house. Sorry, your seventh, yeah, the sun energy, which is Leo, your opposite, like I was saying. Mars is there. But also, your fifth house is Gemini, and Jupiter's there. So this is the joy. Yeah, Opal. Feeling happy again, Libra, equilibrium. Maybe some of you came from a tough relationship or whatever. And again, this is the people I'm trying to tell you. They're not accepting this change, okay? And some will fall off. Libra is about, you know, harmony, balance in relationships, diplomacy, graciousness. So, like I said, let them forgive these people, okay? And it's not your business. It's not your problem. They have to adapt. It has nothing to do with you. So if they can't handle it, what do you want us to do? You know? And some of you, if you're in a partnership, your partner, it might be difficult now because you've changed. I don't know what they got going on in their chart, whatever. Are they spiritual? I don't know. But this change is going to ruffle feathers. This change, some people are not going to want to accept. And it's going to bring discussions. It's going to bring friction. And Maybe this reading is to tell you that don't focus on that. You've come so far. Don't focus on that. You know what I mean? It's opposite you. Seventh house, Libra energy. So seventh house, your seventh house, like I said, is Leo. Mars is there. Excuse me. Don't even try to explain. You can tell if you're on the same page. You can tell if you're on the same path. If you want the same things, by the way people talk. That's why yesterday I was talking to my cousin and it was just like she even called me dumb. Like, you know what I mean? But she's a Leo. She's a Leo and Mars is in her sign. So I was like, I hung up. I was like, well, that was pretty intense. You know what I mean? And we're talking politics, which is definitely not a thing to do ever, especially lately. And she was just so stubborn with it. And she even called me dumb. And I was just like, I hung up. I was like, what the fuck? And then I was like, oh, okay. Mars in Leo. She's a Leo. There you go. So sometimes it's not even worth arguing because you're not going to get through. You have the maturity to be open and listen. Doesn't mean you agree. You don't have to do the same thing. You know what I mean? So something's coming up here about your relationships. Okay, this change here, this vision, this responsibility, this taking accountability for yourself, you've done that in the bad. So I don't know, why wouldn't you do that? Of course you're going to do that in the good. You've done that in the bad, meaning the shadow work, the forgiving yourself, the harsh things you had to overcome and strip away, reconstruct. You were responsible with that, the toughest shit. So now, damn well, you should be responsible about this vision, this fun, this joy, this dream you have. And yeah, and if they can't accept that, what are we gonna do, right? There's nothing to do. You know what I mean? Hold your vision. Let's get into tarot. Hold your vision. What about relationships here? Some of you could be a partner. For some of you, perhaps you drifted apart. This could bring you guys together. Maybe finally like sitting, having a talk, forgiving some stuff, okay? Forgiving some stuff that was looming over the relationship. There could be some type of like getting to an harmonious territory, getting to a place of harmony and balance and bringing back joy into your relationship for some of you as well. This came yesterday too in the Cancer reading. Three of Cups. I'm telling you, some of them are going to fall off. Some friend groups are going to change. Just got shivers. The friend groups are going to change, honey. The friend groups, the relationships are bound to change because you have a vision now. You have responsibility for what you want to build for yourself. And that's fair. That's fair. It's fair. So don't beat yourself up on that. Again, they have to adjust, not you. Not you. Not you. Queen of Emotions. Yeah, a lot of people. They just, and then, yeah, very, very, very aggressive here. I don't know why I keep getting shivers. This is you now. You've forgiven yourself. You're on top of your emotions. You're very balanced with your emotions. You are Aquarius. So emotions, you don't really fucks with emotions. You can hold them in your hand, water bearer, but you don't really fuck with it. But the work you've done right now, you went deep. And you're really connected to your emotions, okay? And what your heart desires. You've essentially became the Queen of Cups. As a fixed air sign, that was not easy. But now your heart is guiding you. Your heart is guiding you. Your soul is guiding you, all right? Temperance reverse. These are the people that are coming. They're unhinged. Not that they're crazy, but they're off balance. They're off balance. Some of them might be using coping mechanism, drinking or whatever, 3 of Cups. But one thing for sure, drinking or not, chemicals or not, substances or not, they're unbalanced. They will, this is the heated discussion, they will come at you. These people will come at you guys, okay? And it's going to be very, very aggressive, calling you names and stuff. You're triggering them. Just take it as that. You're triggering them, and that's a good thing. Okay. You are triggering them, and that is a good thing. Stay calm, stay sovereign. It was not easy to get here. You're here now. Don't let anybody disturb your connectivity, your peace, your harmony, your inner harmony, inner balance, that inner child of yours that you're really connected to, that is inspiring and walking by your side as well. All right. Don't let these people do that. They're off balance. They're not where you're at. Temperance reverse. They're not. We have Sag here, and we have yeah, Libra. Sag, Libra, a lot of water here. Well, the emotions. Hold your vision, guys. You are not the same. You're no longer you. You're not the same person, and some people, they just can't take it. They can't take it. They feel that you're leaving them behind. That's what it is. They feel it. Okay. Let's get one more card here. They're feeling left behind. Oops. Don't even try to explain. Ace of Swords reversed. Don't explain. There's nothing. They're not gonna get it. I'm hearing spirit. They're not gonna get it. They're in a dark place. Sun reverse. That's what it is. You can't. This is healing energy. Nobody can give you the sun. You have to give the sun to yourself. It's called healing shadow work. You don't get to the sun by somebody holding your hand. Nobody can take you to the sun. You have to find the sun. Okay, meaning inner healing, inner knowing, authenticity. Nobody can give it to you. Nobody. No one. So don't even try to explain. Ace of Swords reverse. When they're coming at you, it does it Ace of Swords, Ten of Swords. They're not there yet. They're not there yet. Ten of Voices, Ace of Swords reverse. Temperance, sorry. They're not there. They're not there. So listen, I guess. If you want to. You don't have to. Listen, like if the conversation arises, you know where this is going. You can feel it. You can feel it. Remember, you're really connected right now to your intuition, your emotions. You can feel it when something's off. Maybe that's why I was getting shivers a lot. Pay attention to these reactions, shivers, and stuff like that. Your third eye vibrating, your crown. Pay attention to these physical signs because you're very sensitive right now. You're very, very sensitive right now, more than ever, should I say. And You're very tuned up right now. You're very in tune. So they're in balance. You can feel the imbalance by the way they're speaking to you, by the way it might start really just chatting, and then all of a sudden the voices are rising and calling name callings and stuff. Ten of Swords. Don't interfere. Don't say shit. Ace of Swords reversed. They're not in a good place. They're not in the right place. They're not in the truth because they're not in their truth. Okay? They're dealing with a lot of shit. They're stuck. The Fool, Nine of Swords. They're stuck. The Fool, Nine of Swords. They're dealing with a lot. All right. I want to clarify with. Let's clarify. Let me try to clarify here with a little bit, and then we'll get into the drama deck. Or do we want to even do that? We already know what's up. This is spiritual. Okay, it's deeper. It's spiritual. It's not even about third party, a karmic friends. No, no, no. This is you've spiritually graduated and evolved. Okay, you have come into an awareness, Queen of Cups, that is really new. In touch with your emotions. You have to forgive a lot. You have to maybe have a talk with your parents or whatever. Some mending had to happen, but first with yourself, and that's the most important one. Because if you're okay with yourself, nothing can touch you. And I feel like that's where you're at right now. So that's where you're able to hold your vision. Remember, you're like an eagle. So I'm not gonna even take the situationship deck, whatever, whatever, because over there it just talks about little stupid shit. This is spiritual, okay? We're talking spiritual here. Look at the cards. Temperance, Ace of Swords. This is spiritual stuff. Queen of Emotions. They're projecting. They're Ten of Swords. They're projecting. A lot of people are going to project negativity. They're stuck. Page of Wands. They have no vision. They have no creativity, no desire. Okay, this is what's going on. They're in the darkness. Page of Wands reverse the sun. Nine of Swords. They're in the dark. They're projecting. This is projection here. But you're floating. Let it float up over your head. Let it float over your head. Do not engage. Yeah, hold your vision, okay? Hold your vision. There's some Cancer energy looming in your reading. You might have important Cancer placements. Because this Queen of Emotions, and then Cancer had the Six of Wands. Something about the Cancer energy here. Some of you, this is about a mother or something. Or a father. King of Cups again. King of Cups reverse. Mother, father, family member. Whatever. I think it's everybody. Okay. Relax. You don't, your sword, don't let anybody disturb your peace. Okay. Let bygones be bygones, I'm hearing. Let it lay low. Move away from the stress, the drama. Because there's a lot of drama around you. And it's because of this change. Some of you, there's moving here, like I said, moving. Some of you decided to move. It's creating, oh my God, chaos. What? You know what I mean? Let's just say this change, whatever, is creating chaos. Some people feel left out. Yes, you're moving. Whether it's a literal move, remember in the downloads I had that. Whether it's a literal move, because that's Taurus, your fourth house. New moon, Uranus, Venus. Maybe some of you are moving. And even if it's not that, the move is the change. You changing is making people feel like left out here. Like their world is about to fall apart. I guess they love you, but that's fucking toxic. They're desperate. They're in desperation. They're holding on for dear life. It's kind of attachment, a very attachment style-y. It's not healthy. It's toxic. But it comes from love. Can I say that? It does. They're just not in a good place. You're too far ahead. You're too far ahead. The Magician. You have things to do. You gotta hold your vision. You're too far ahead. They're just gonna distract you. You can't be distracted now. Four of Cups. Hold the vision, right? Hold the vision. Don't let them distract you. Keep your head straight. Keep your head clear. You're going to be, you've changed, and you're gonna be under attack, and you're gonna be a target. So be aware. Essentially, this is what the reading is about. You've changed tremendously. You've done tremendous work on yourself. And some people are not going to accept it. Well, still, I'm sorry. So what, you know? They have to adapt, not you. There's so much serendipitous stuff happening for you. What are you going to do? Refuse the universe's helping hand? Refuse the universe, the gifts of the universe, the rewards, because that's what it is, rewards. You work hard, you get rewarded. That's how the universe evolves out of the universe, okay? And you have a lot of rewards coming. If you want to call it rewards, serendipity is reward to me, okay? So yeah, it's the Six of Wands vibes and the Magician vibes. Things are about to happen like that for you, out of nowhere. Just like things you need. Like one thing leads to another. One thing leads to another. Like I said, you have the vision. Now you're healed. You're in this Queen of Cups energy. You're in this Magician energy. Everything is just gonna. It's almost like spirit leaving crystals. Tuck, tuck. I was gonna say rocks, but I want to say crystals. It's cuter. Diamonds. Hey, spirit leaving diamonds. Ding, ding, ding. You're just gonna follow. But you know what? Because you trust. Yeah, you have vision. You trust. You restored your faith. You forgave yourself. You forgave others. Follow the leader. I heard. Follow the leader. What's the leader of your soul? Your intuition. Your higher self. The path. The vision. All right? Beautiful energy. The readings have been amazing, I gotta say, for May. Okay, let's see. Spirit has really given us a helping hand more than ever with this Piscean energy. It's different this time. This Pisces season was different. It's still, that Piscean energy is not going anywhere. The North Node is there, remember? Virgo is your 8th house, South Node. You've healed. That's why everything is opening up, you know? North Node, Pisces. But it's opening up in your career. Love charm. Attract a lover, soulmate, and life partner. Some of you, yeah, you know what you want. You're about to attract somebody. This Libra energy here. It's relationships. It's connection. You're attracting new people, okay, whether love or not. And some old friends are falling off. And maybe that's what's going to piss them off. They're going to be like, you're so what? Yeah, you're too good. Whatever. Just expect a lot of swords in your back. Or being directed at you because they don't stick. You're armored. You're ready. A lot of swords are going to be aimed at you. None of them are going to stick. Ace of Swords. None. The only way they're going to stick is, meaning like touch you or fuck with your mind, is if you allow it. So that's why this Ace of Swords is reversed. My stomach's ground. Did you guys hear that? Breaking bad habits. Yeah, some of them do have bad habits. Self-acceptance. Maybe some of you, I told you, your forgiveness, forgiving yourself. Self-acceptance, excellent mental health, and letting go of vices. Some of you, yeah, it was about self-acceptance, this forgiveness. I really felt that. Maybe you were breaking bread with these people. Maybe you were doing bad habits with these people. You know, now that you're clean, it's like, oh, you're not fun anymore. You know, temperance reverse is drinking. Now that you're cleaned up, Queen of Cups, you're hearing it all. Little luxuries. Second house Pisces generates luxurious experiences and surroundings. That's your vision. Your future. Who doesn't want luxury? Who doesn't want harmony? Who does not want that car, that house? Everybody, right? The festival. Yeah, meeting new people creates an energetic blueprint for a fantastic party or event. You're meeting new people. You're going out. Your environment's changing, and your Trinket of 5, you're very lucky. The serendipity, 555. Manifesting money and income. That's what you're doing, honey. Ooh, just got shivers. That's that Piscean energy, your second house. You're just in different environments because you're different. You're different. You're a new person. I feel like you're not vibing with these people anymore. Some of them, they're going to call you a sellout. They have to adapt, not you. A1, true rays of light, balancing male and female energies, peace and harmony. What I tell you about the Queen of Cups, you've balanced that. Now you're in touch with your emotions. You're very, like, an Aquarius that's in touch with their emotion is unstoppable, is a magician, essentially. magician. It's like as a master manifester. You guys are manifestors. You deal with UFO. You deal with outer space and the connectivity right after is Pisces, you know. If you add your intuition and you really know how to master your emotions and you become this Queen of Cups, you're you're the emotion master. You're the freaking magician. All right? Triple spiral, listening to divine wisdom and joyfully learning life's lessons. The joy. Exactly. Beautiful energy. Love you guys. Let me go pick up my son and I'll see you guys later. Bisous.